Hey gang, it is Tom. I reached my hand out in a warm virtual welcome to you. If we have not met before, it's great to have all of you here. Phenomenal. As I always try to start out these kinds of programs, letting you know that I am available if you want to reach out to me directly. If you have questions about this topic or program, I don't know that I'll be able to get to them while we're live at showtime, but I certainly can reply to any direct questions you have after the training show is over. And if in the future you have any specific business questions about things that relate to your business, you can reach out to me directly this way. Obviously, if you reply to any of the emails we send that comes to our company, my staff does see them, notifies me if there's anything important. But this is a direct and easy way for you to get in touch with me with any specific questions you have relating to your business. TomBusyTom@gmail.com. TomBusyTom@gmail.com. And no, sorry, it doesn't say customer service on here. I am not the one that takes those questions. We have a full support staff, gladly happy during business hours to deal with any of your written tickets, your phone calls, your email requests. So this is for you and I to speak directly about any particular business questions you have that relate to you individually and specifically. So that is a phenomenal way, as I said, for you to ask questions about this topic. I usually have time after the show's over, or in the future, if you have specific business questions. I don't have a sponsorship announcement today, but I do have a good recommendation. I watched the Steinbeck movie last night, The Grapes of Wrath, starring Henry Ford, of course. Very moving movie and a timeless classic. You might want to watch it again if it has been decades since you last saw it. I can't tell you how many tens of years it was, pardon me, since I watched that movie last. It's really heart-wrenching, tug on your strings, make you think a little bit about the society that we're living in and what it means to people. So great recommendation. As I said before, I'm Tom. I am the CEO of Cashflow Experts and the founder of co-founder of the Small Business Funding Network. Had a lot of great people behind the invention and start of that. My background is that for the last 18 years, I've been all over the country teaching, presenting, and helping empower business owners, entrepreneurs, real estate investors. I've been a speaker at more RIA meetings, coast to coast, I can count now. Done everything from New York City, Real Wealth Expos, all the way to California, shared the stage at Rich Dad, Poor Dad events. So you name it, we have brought it all around the country for 18 years, almost 2 decades now, helping people who want access to funding, want business startup and creation, want the kinds of services and educational products that we've provided, thankfully for a long time, helped lots and lots, hundreds of thousands of people, and obviously millions of fans and followers over the years. Here is my question for today's training. Would you like to learn how to make $45,000 in the next 90 days, ding, 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 simply flipping, ready for this, a business name on paper, which may be registered as a corporation or an LLC to a wealthy foreign investor, the same way some people flip houses, right? There's 100 TV shows, it seems like, on cable now, of all the different ways that people can flip houses. Well, what if you could do something similar, pardon me, much more easily though, by a piece of paper that is a business name, a corporate registration, something like an LLC. It's not difficult if you have an expert helping you. Plus, this is, as I said, a lot less work and has very little cost compared to everything else that would be comparable money. So to make big money, anything else you'd want to get involved in would cost you an arm and a leg. Believe me, I have over the last 30 some years been self-employed for a long time. I've owned every type of business you can imagine. I've been a buyer and seller of franchises. So you name it, I've tried all the different money methods. And that's why I am so happy to recommend things to you that we are able to do ourselves and then can say with certainty, this works perfectly for people who are clients, customers, students, etc. So I want to show you today how to flip corporations the same way that you would flip a house. The paperwork of an old, defunct, or even out-of-date business name is a lot easier to pretty up and flip to a foreign investor than a house is to flip. The profit you can make flipping a business that is registered on paper is similar to the kind of big money house flippers make. And you can do this starting with nothing or starting with an old LLC that you may already have and not even be using. What is, I like to ask this in my live training sessions, whenever I have roundtable meetings or big ballrooms packed full of students, as we've had over the years. I always like to say to people, what is an actual business? What does a business registration look like? Aha, I've got it right here, okay? A business, a corporation is nothing more complicated. Is that upside down or inside out? It is nothing more complicated than, it's a piece of paper, okay? A corporation is nothing more than a registered piece of paper. This is a physical representation of that piece of paper that designates, yes, you out there are the owner of a business that is registered in the name of a corporation. So nothing complicated, nothing overly difficult in terms of the concept of what a business is. And that shows you how much easier it is to go ahead and turn those kinds of things over as a resale profit than other things that you might be familiar with. I have buyers. One of the reasons why I bring this to you now, in this time in our economy, is because I have buyers looking for old and new corporations or LLCs, and I can show you where to make big money doing this, whether you have an old defunct corp that hasn't been touched in years, or so let me state that again. Whether you have an old defunct corporation that hasn't been touched in years, we have foreign investors that will buy those for $35,000 to $45,000 cash once we tweak the old paperwork a little bit. So again, not difficult, not time consuming to be able to make the adjustments that we specialize in 18 years in doing for our clients. Can do that to any old defunct paperwork. You can even find out how to sell a new 90-day-old business corp or LLC for $25,000 to $35,000 if you start one from scratch in your name. So these are typically called seasoned because they're older. Even if they've done nothing, they've been sitting around on the shelf for a while. You've heard of shelf corporations, right? So typically those go for more. So if it's a couple years old, even completely barren and empty and defunct, we can list those and get for you from $35,000 to $45,000 using this system. And if you have nothing out of the gate to start with and you want to do this system, we can help you set up a new business name as something like an LLC, and even something brand new that's 90 days old or less can go for $25,000 to $35,000. So that's what, pardon me, it is we're talking about today that you can tap into. Very valuable. So even if you don't have a corp set up yet, we can quickly show you how to get into this very profitable game. And it's fun. It's very enjoyable. Rich foreign investors will now pay you top dollar for this kind of thing, and they are beating our door down looking for people to supply these corps. No matter if it is new or old, even defunct and out-of-date corps can be resurrected and sold for great cash. So to make this clear to you, I can't tell you in the past years how many people I've talked to that have said, I had something, I have something, I haven't looked at it or touched it for years and years. I don't even know what the status of it is now. Now I have a use for those who have said that to me, that you can dust it off, collect big dollars simply by following the steps in the system. And we can do almost all of it for you. So tonight, I will show you a shortcut where you can start from scratch and pocket tens of thousands of dollars in the next 90 days. Sound good? I think so. But before I get ahead of myself, I always say this at the start of these shows, that nothing that I say should be taken by you as legal, tax, accounting, or business advice. I'm not a licensed legal, tax, accounting, or business advisor in professionally. And most importantly, I'm not your advisor. I have no idea what state you're in, what your goals are, what the best forms of setup are for you. So you take this information as a baseline, as a foundation for you to get information and education, and then check out, based on your own situation scenario, what parts of it to act on. So the great thing about these programs is when you do enroll, then we can get on the phone with you. My expert staff, people I pay the salary of that are there to help you, they can then drill a little deeper, find out exactly what recommendations seem best suited for the things that you're trying to accomplish. So, okay, now let's get into the heart of how to do exactly what I want to teach you. To use our Flip Your Corp for Top Dollar program, you have two basic options. So here they are. If you want to do this program, want to make this kind of money, there's only one or two, A or B, choice to make in facilitating this system. Okay, option one. If you have an old, out of date, unused corp or LLC that you set up in the past, let me help you to sell it for top dollar. It doesn't matter if it has nothing yet and did nothing before. My company can apply our credit building tricks to it and make it quickly resale worthy of a $45,000 asking price, as I just showed you. That's what we do. We build corps and we increase the value of corps by applying our proven business principles to them for you. 18 years, we must be doing something right. People keep coming back to us again. In fact, 80% of our business is repeat customers, clients, and students. So that is, to me, the greatest testimonial of all. And if you know someone, listen, if you know someone who has an old LLC, just ask them. Ask them if they will sign it over to you so you can take it over for pennies and use it to make thousands of dollars, because I found that people will gladly give away an old LLC that they think has no real value. That's another great potential use for you in this program. Here's option two, okay? That was option one. Use your own or help find somebody else. Doesn't matter what condition it's in. We could care less. We're going to pretty it up for you in this process. Pardon me. Option two, if you don't have an old corp and you can't find one laying around, open up your drawers and you look, nope, don't see it there. We can register a brand new business name for you as an LLC. That's the preferred type that the market is looking for right now. Then my staff will go to work to immediately connect it to the credit, funding, and income assets that we manage every single day. These things can quickly be done to a new corporate name by adding it to the paperwork, and then it is ready for you to resell for a big payday. It's just like flipping a house. Like, I love to use that analogy. You can take a corp that at first doesn't look very pretty on paper. Remember, this is just a tangible physical representation of something that's a piece of paper. And we can add all the enhancements to it so its tangible value wildly increases and goes up. Then you can sell it for a profit or keep it for the cash flow it is making. You'll see with your own eyes what it's doing, how valuable it's become, and maybe you just want to keep it. So now you can see that even if you don't have an old unused corp, but still want to get into this game, we can create a fully functioning Wyoming corp for you, fill it up with goodies, and then help you flip it in 90 days to a bunch of hungry foreign investors. That's what this program will do for you. Remember, don't forget this part. You can always keep what we create for you and the business that we make that you will be the owner of record of. So it's your choice and decision. You may want it, you may keep it, or you may take that instant payday and sell it out. After you see how cool and valuable your new business is, maybe you don't want to sell it. Maybe you decide to keep it and use the funds for yourself and your own business purposes. And of course, while you use this business, all the income it generates is fully yours. So you will be collecting that cash flow as it comes in while you're listing it or deciding whether you even do want to sell it to an outside buyer. So choice is totally up to you. Set this all up with our help and keep it for the cash flow or flip it for a quick profit. It is totally up to you. I love the flexibility that you have in building something of lasting value in this program. So here is what you get when you join with us, okay? What you get when you order this program is a way to flip a corp for top dollar, even if you have only owned it for a couple of months, or maybe you have a corp or LLC that's been sitting around for years that you would like to cash in on now because you never did anything with it. In either case, this program is perfectly designed for you. You're in the right place today to capitalize on these things and make a boatload of money. Let me go through the 1, 2, 3 for you. 3 very important boxes, so to speak, are included for you when you enroll in this offer by today's midnight deadline. First box is help and expert assistance structuring your old business or your new corp the right way to get it sold immediately for top dollar to outside buyers. And remember, we've got the buyers. They're lined up, they're waiting. Second box is your business also now gets access to $1 million in title funding. More on that detail in a moment. Third and last box is that we set up a best-selling product store online in your business name that refers all internet traffic to buy things that you get paid a large percentage of profit on. E-commerce, right? You've heard of it. You participate in it every single day. Why not have it set up in this new business of yours so you can get some rewards for the flood of traffic that's going on all around us? Billions of dollars being spent and made. Why not a chunk of that for you and your business? It's really not all that difficult. For 18 years, we've been doing this for ourselves and setting up for clients exactly like you. So it would be our pleasure and privilege to show you how this all works. Now, let's get into, we've quickly gone over this. And remember, the business income, it becomes all yours through the setup of this program until such time as you choose to sell the business outright. A little more depth and detail. The first item is that we, as experts in setting up tens of thousands of corporations and LLCs over the years, will help you create a new business name if you don't have one yet. And we can tune up the paperwork on an old entity. So what they're called, it's a really technical name for the piece of paper that is filed as your business, that you may have filed to create a long time ago and never really used. This step makes it immediately compliant and resellable, or what, it's a made up word, I think, but whichever variation of that. Okay, so in the first box, you get all that. You also get access to sell your new business name or your old corporation to any of the foreign investors that we have in our database. And we have hundreds of them. If you go through us to sell your business, we just charge a 3% finder's fee of your sale price to help you place it with one of our outside investors. That means you would keep how much? 97% of the potential $45,000 sale price. Pretty good deal. Or you're certainly free to find your own business buyer and keep 100% of your sale proceeds if you don't want us to help you find the buyer. So again, flexibility, choice is yours, but I think you're going to agree the easiest and most fundamentally sound way is to go where we know for certain there are already people bidding these assets up that want to buy them. And we will, of course, vouch for you as the seller of this business since we're the one to help you get it all tuned up and created. The second item that you're getting in this is your old business or brand new business will be furnished with a $1 million, up to $1 million Title III funding line access. You may use that funding yourself for your own needs if you want to keep the business, or it will get assigned over to whatever foreign investor buys your business when the time comes for the asset transfer. In any case, you have no future risk. So this is a great added feature, value, and benefit to both you while you're using it and in the future to any investor that wants to buy the business outright from you, because that can be transferred over, as I said, with no risk to you at all. This is one of the things that they covet the most. Why are people willing to do this? One of the things they covet the most that they can't get without this kind of corporate help. This is it, funding. And that is why they are willing to pay so much to buy a US-based business. We got the goods, folks. We're our country, for whatever its faults and flaws are, we have some things that are more precious and more valuable than anybody else in the world can have, and they flock to our shores and doors to be able to get access to it. The lenders that we work with really want to make this funding available to US-based companies because those have historically had the strongest returns and offer the best value. Common sense, right? So the foreigners that want access to our capital markets have to go this route to benefit, and that greatly benefits you because we're the only game in town. The third valuable item that you get in this deal is a streamlined source, as I just mentioned, of online income driven to the business website that we put in place in your name. all day, every day. My staff, I got a great staff, US based. Some of them are here in Nevada. Got a lot of great people in the Philippines. During our nighttime is their day. That's what they're working hard to make all these things happen. So it is not that difficult for me to be able to, as a CEO of this company, to designate to have people on our staff who are already paying the salary of, put these items in place for you as a participant in this program. We set up a best-selling product store online for you that refers all internet traffic to buy things that you get paid a large percentage of profit on. Generally, you make 50% on whatever the sale totals are that go through your store link. So let's do the math. For every $1,000 in sales, you would get $500 of those sales. Remember that this income is e-commerce, so it is all shipped automatically without you having to do anything. They used to call that drop shipping. Now we call it direct shipping. It's all the same principle of proven business model that people are making money on from time immemorial. Isn't it about time that you get introduced to the way that this can be set up and run for you as either part of your business model or what makes that corporate name much more valuable when the time comes? Oh, I want to list this for sale. When you show a line item of income on there, in addition to the funding, in addition to all the other bells and whistles, that's what they're looking for. That's what they want. So either you keep the cash flow as is and use it for yourself, or you get a big multiple of whatever the business has access to. That's what people are paying now. I see the prices every week going higher and climbing higher, kind of like used cars. If you're in the market anytime for a while now to get a used car, the prices shot up out of control. Unbelievable. Supply and demand, right? That's all business is. The same principles apply here. So we set all that up for you. It's sold and shipped without you having to do anything, and you as the business owner get the benefit of that feature. The traffic sources hit your business. How does this work? Again, you know how the internet works. You see how sales are done every single day. You participate, as do I. The traffic sources hit your business webpage, as simple as I can explain it. And when they buy any of the featured items that are listed through those affiliate links, your business makes money, which you can collect every week and spend as you want. Okay, this is another attractive feature to the foreign investors looking to buy these businesses for top dollar. It's an attractive feature to our company too, because guess whose products those are that we're helping facilitate for your business to sell in the market. Guess whose products those are? Our companies. That's why it's an affiliate commission and a split to you. So this is a win-win-win situation. There's always a transparent underlying reason why we roll up our sleeves every single day and go to work and help the people who are our members, who are subscribers and viewers like you. So the foreign investors want access to these online streams of income for the yield that they provide. Yield is the name of the game now, this year. Want a free bonus? Let me show you a really cool free bonus that is going to, this is an unadvertised free bonus that's going to be included with for each of you that enroll in this great program. Your extra free bonus as someone who enrolls by the midnight deadline in the How to Flip a Corporate Business for Top Dollar program, your extra free bonus is you will get, and there's a certificate in your package for this, you will get a $500 cash finder's fee for any referral that you make telling a person to come to us and order this program. So it is so valuable to us to extend our reach and find as many clients, customers, and subscribers as possible. We are willing to pay you as an extra free bonus this cash finder's fee, this cash referral fee. That information and certificate is going to be included in your package. So if you know anybody else, they're going to see the results that you're getting and attaining out of this kind of program. You want to refer additional people, business associates, friends, whoever. You want to refer them to this. There's something in it for you. It's an easy way for you to add to the money that you're making from this great program. So free bonus number one is I will also include to each member who joins the program an extra $500 cash finder's fee for anyone you also refer to this program. That's easy money, right? Easy money. I can pay you just for helping someone else sign up to use this Flip Your Corp for Cash program. Again, why does this work? Here's why. Foreigners will now pay you top dollar for these. I don't know if you've been paying attention. I keep real careful eye on this, but the world economy has changed with COVID. Okay, U.S. asset. I don't know if we're ever going back to the way it was before. U.S. assets and business structure is now, hands down, the most valuable and most sought after in the world. We have what everyone else now wants. Even if it is a old, dead business name, I mean, done, defunct, practically in the trash can, that was filed long ago and has not seen the light of day for years, it is now going to be worth big money when you put it through this beautification program, okay? If you use my program and services to spruce it up and my assistance to sell it to a foreign investor, it becomes immensely valuable. That is why they want these new and old corporations and LLCs. All of this is based on common sense principles. They want to access the U.S. capital markets, done with this program. They want to tap into dollar-denominated funding. They don't want euro, they don't want yen, done. They get greenbacks, $100 bills with little Ben Franklin heads on them. They want to collect profits from e-commerce income, which is the fastest appreciation right now. That is where the money is growing and making. I've read studies that say, still, even now, with all of the things that we buy and sell on the internet, the study I read recently said we still have not even hit 25% of commerce being done online versus storefront, in store, on the ground, brick and mortar. So there's huge appreciation growth available in our country. Think of this as in a good way. We have a monopoly on these kind of great things, and everyone outside of our borders knows it. They want it. That's why it's so valuable to them to gain access to something that you can so easily set up, fund, and start making income with, that they are willing to pay you so much money to get their hands on if you're willing to sell. I'll show you how to go through this and set it up. Maybe you do want to keep it, maybe you don't. Maybe you want to sell and get that big payday right away. Maybe you want to have this as a cash flowing asset that can generate funding, money, and capital offers for you in the long term going forward. That is what Flip a Corporation for Top Dollar, whether it's a new or old business, is all about. You can see the website where you can get enrolled in this program. I would recommend you do this immediately. I've already seen the postings out there from our announcement that we're going to do this live training show. Okay, there is high demand, obviously, for this kind of expert personalized assistance. So even though we got a big staff, I don't have unlimited numbers of people. Okay, so there's a certain cap to the number of folks, members, and clients that we can help in this program before we have to cut it off because all my people's spots will be taken. So I recommend immediately you go to the secure order page. Simply, if you're watching on Zoom, which most of you are, you type this into your browser. Simple, straightforward. Go to your browser, open it up, type in www.profityoucontrol.com. profityoucontrol.com. If people watch this on all different devices. If you're watching on YouTube, on a YouTube type of channel, you can probably click the blue Order Now link right beside the video screen, or potentially you can click the link or links below the video screen. So everybody has a different way of consuming this content now. Oh, and by the way, if you are on YouTube and you want to be first notification of this kind of great content, like and subscribe. Everybody says that right on all their videos. So I might as well remind you, because it is so valuable for what we're doing. We're not doing a banana handstand on somebody's kid's bicycle. We're doing things that are impactful, life-changing. You probably do want to be subscribed for that kind of first come, first serve information. But again, if you're on Zoom and you want the easiest direct access to immediately be able to enroll at a super good discounted price, you're able to do that by typing into your browser www.profityoucontrol.com. profityoucontrol.com. profityoucontrol.com. Again, depending on the device you're using, if you're watching the YouTube video, you might be able to just click the blue order link beside instead of typing it in, or click the link or links below the video screen, depending on the application that you're coming to us from. But again, to make sure that you get into this. You can do this simply, quickly, easily in your participation now. Go type it in your browser, the website, profityoucontrol.com, profityoucontrol.com. And I know there are sometimes skeptics out there. That's great. That's cool. Okay. We all need to base our decisions on common sense and logic. Again, 18 years in this industry, an 80% return rate of people who are repeat customers tells me what I need to know about the effectiveness of the things that we've been doing for a long, long time. But yes, sometimes there are skeptics. So if you are thinking to yourself that if this method's so great, Tom, if it's so great, so great, why didn't I just do it myself? Well, I have. I sold 3 of these already. And then my board of directors has told me to now just focus on helping our members do this. Since that's our mandate as an education company, no problem. They pay me a pretty good salary, so I'm happy to focus my energy on teaching you where and how to do this for your own profits. That's what this education company started out doing 18 years ago. We still have done it the exact same way. Yes, I utilize all these exact same features and benefits and services in my own life and in my own outside businesses so that I know, again, I'm never telling you to guinea pig on something that I haven't already tested and proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, the model. So now you've clearly seen that you can sell your old or brand new corp using this program as a foreign investment vehicle with no personal risk of any kind to yourself. It is a profitable cash transaction for you when these things are done according to our specifications and put out for sale to the pool of investors that we already have contact with that are looking to buy these for top dollar. That is what is so beautiful. It's like a matchmaker service par excellence, or whatever the, is that French even? I don't know. I didn't do very well when I was in Paris as an American. So selling a corp for a nice big profit can be done as easily as listing it for sale on Craigslist or letting us list it for you directly to our foreign investor database that we have access to. Remember, these corps are just a piece of paper. That's what a registered business entity means. It means a piece of paper has been filed on your behalf so that you have legal entitlement to all of the features and benefits of that business. They are a registration document and an ID number. You ever see the EIN? That shows you, and it looks a hell of a lot like a personal social security number, doesn't it? Because it can be used in those exact same ways. So that makes them simple to sell for a profit because of all those things. So go to the website, profityoucontrol.com, type that in your browser, or if you're on YouTube, click the order link beside the video screen or the links below the screen. Remember, midnight is the deadline cutoff for this. Spots are extremely limited, and I know they're going to fill up in record time. Folks, my final thoughts on this. Now is the best time I've ever seen to do this. There are times that we see in markets where you can put your finger on the pulse and you can say, this is it. Right now, there will never be a more golden opportunity. Here are my final thoughts. I know I've gone a few minutes over our allotted time, but the yield curve just inverted for the first time this month. Did you see that? Did you hear that? Again, I have a huge research team. I spend a lot of money on that. They're always feeding me the most up-to-date ticks and data. And yes, the yield curve inverted for all of those of us, whatever that means. That means that now is the time to strike on this. If yield is the name of the game now, you've got access to something that foreign investors want more badly than oxygen. This is the place to be as a business owner and investor now, okay? The market is getting hotter and hotter to sell this kind of corporate paperwork to outside foreign investors who are more desperate for yield now than they ever have been before, no matter what. Okay, no matter what way you use this program, you can list your new or old corp to a highest bidder, or you can keep it for tax breaks. You can keep it for the tax breaks that come with it, 20% off. The e-commerce profit it makes, 50% of every dollar that flows through you. And for the cash-based funding, it will provide $1 million for you long-term based on the business profile we build for your corp rather than based on you personally. That's why people have been coming to us for 18 years. That's the beauty of these businesses and why they become so valuable when you let us work our magic on them for you, as we have been doing for the last 18 years in this industry. So please don't get shut out. Don't get locked out. the way to guarantee your spot in this system, in this program, is to go to the website and grab your place. So go to our secured order page, our secured website, type it in your browser, www.profityoucontrol.com, as you see, profityoucontrol.com. If you are having a technical challenge in getting your order through, I know we got a lot of traffic on the sites right now. This is only a emergency number. Live operators are standing by, but they will only be there for a few short minutes to help during this broadcast. Okay. If you are having a technical challenge in placing an order, please do not wait. Don't get shut out. Simply pick up the phone and call so you can speak to somebody on my staff. Call 702-287-4931, 702-287-4931. This is to get help with a technical challenge that you're having placing your order. But to be sure that you can get in the fastest, easiest, most guaranteed way for you to lock your spot in before they're gone is to go to the site, profityoucontrol.com, or if you're on YouTube, click the blue order link beside the video screen, or links that are found below the screen in whatever case, based on the device that you're consuming this content on. And again, not for very much longer. Do it now. If you need to make a call to get technical assistance placing your order, do it right away. It's not going to be available to you for much, much longer. So call 702-287-4931. They will happily and gladly help you out. If you get voicemail, leave a message. Yes, there's a lot of people that want access to this amazing program. Leave a message. If it goes to voicemail, they'll call you back in the order received. They will make sure that you get attention and are provided with. So whether it's directly on the website, the best, most sure way, profityoucontrol.com, or in emergency, you can call our helpful staff on the hotline. Operators are available, 702-287-4931. I have had a great time, as we usually do, providing all this amazing content for you. I like to trot this out every once in a while. As you can tell, I love visual effects. This is my gold-plated $100,000 bill. Yes, there literally was in America a denomination of money that was not a $100 bill, not a $1,000 bill, not a $10,000 bill, a $100,000 bill. I believe that's Woodrow Wilson's head that's on it. So we were given this when we did our 100,000th business incorporation. My partners and I, over the years, have been privileged and pleased to help so many people out there in establishing their business, setting up their business, funding their business, converting their business, and in this great program, flipping your business, which can be a simple piece of paper, simple paperwork, whether it's old paperwork that you had lying around or a new LLC that we create on the spot for you that gets into the marketplace and makes you a ton of money. And if you do it once successfully, probably you will be back and you will encourage us to help you do it again. And don't forget, we would love any referrals that you send to us. In fact, we will pay you cash for doing so as part of the encouragement of getting the word out to many people who need access to this. Prices are going crazy. Inflation is a killer. Meat, food, gas, everything is out of control. This is a way for those of us who are regular people, regular business owners, to be able to take back, fight back. We're utilizing a system that we can profit from because we're fortunate to be able to be there. All right, take care, everybody. Look forward to talking to you all again soon. Ciao.